Let's talk about SummerSlam 2021. I'm miserable enough to talk about SummerSlam 2021 and the dumpster fire that it was. See, I tend to watch 3 full WWE shows a year: SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. Maybe Survivor Series every once in a while, but these are the big 3 for me. These are the big 3 that I always watched growing up. I haven't been able to sit through regularly scheduled WWE programming for almost a decade, and the squirrel running loose in my head has tried, but I tend to only keep up with the highlights. I watch a lot of independent shows, GCW, New Japan, AEW, and I tend to enjoy wrestling over sports entertainment. This is your frame of wrestling reference, so you understand where I am before I referee this Brendaniel Brain and Vince Brain Titanic matchup. And so you can call me a shill for a different company if you don't like what I'm saying. I like making it easy for you. One positive note before I go into the matches and get stinky: there was a sign that said Bussy. That's it. The Bussy sign was a highlight for me. It was there the entire pay-per-view, and nobody caught onto it or got it removed. Now on to the content.
Also, a funny thing I found while I was editing this, apparently the cashless payment system was down. The concessions were stopped, so they just had to hand out free food. The Wi-Fi was dead. Toilets were overflowing, and the PA system wasn't working. Also, no giant pyrotechnics, which is part of the spectacle, and nobody got to enjoy that, so, yikes.
The pre-show is a boring slog of panelists saying, you gotta put in the work, and the WWE Universe and all the planets in attendance tonight are certainly thrilled that we're going to sports entertainment real good. So instead of sitting through all of that, I always skip it. Show me the sports entertainment. Don't tell me the sports entertainment. You know, Death of the Authors of Pain or whatever. Our first match was the kickoff show. Baron Corbin stole Big E's Money in the Bank contract, and that's a thing you can do. Since he stole it, he owned it, and Big E had to sports entertainment him for it back, because reasons. Baron Corbin's lonely, sad, poor boy character is probably the first time I'm seeing him in a positive light. I love stuff like this, and I like Big E. The match was okay. Nothing nasty to say, nothing positive to say. It was like sports entertainment oatmeal. I guess I was filled up. It was like being filled up on bread. This match was bread. Next up, the first tag team match of the night, and it's for the Tag Team Championship. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, Team RK Bro, take on AJ Styles and his big boy Omos. I gotta say, I was pretty hyped for some fast and loose action between Riddle and AJ, but Randy hits him with an RKO to end it in 7 minutes. I just wanted Omos to throw AJ Styles like a human projectile. We don't get enough meat missile spots in wrestling. Sorry, sports entertainment, and I think that's a damn shame. Now, Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Alexa Bliss has this knockoff Harley Quinn with haunted evil doll attachment gimmick, and she's wrestling Eva Marie. Oh, great. Alexa Bliss, burdened with a gimmick that exists to sell merchandise, breaks my heart. And it breaks my heart even further that WWE fired Bray Wyatt, so people with rocks for brains are slinging shit her way. Also, can I just say, these terrible PS2 graphics are doing nothing for me, other than making me laugh. They're, pardon my French, fucking horrible. Anyway, Evil Doll Lady wins in around 4 minutes after the only notable offense Eva Marie gets in is slapping Bliss with the doll. Also, Eva Marie's enforcer Dewdrop stole her robe and made fun of her or whatever. Hopefully she gets her name, Piper Niven, back and drops the dew. Now, a full-length match for the U.S. title, and it's Damien Priest taking on Face Mask Sheamus. Oh, okay match. It was an alright match. I like Damien Priest. I like him. I like how he looks. Up to this point, I wasn't rolling around in White Claw cans half dead on the floor, so props to these guys. Though, I mean, for the past 4 months, Priest has had 7 matches with John Morrison and 3 matches against Sheamus, and those either ended in a screwy finish or a contenders match. And here's a pet peeve of mine, no matter the promotion. Why have a guy challenging for a title go up against the guy with the title to get a chance to go up against the guy with the title when you've already beaten the guy with the title? Why? Why not wrestle somebody else for contendership, and then you don't have to have the same match again? You get to have a different match. Maybe you like seeing sports entertainment in stereo? This match runs around 14 minutes and ends with Damien Priest demasking Sheamus and hitting him with the Reckoning. All in all, Oh, by the way, do you want to buy John Cena NFTs? WWE is promoting John Cena NFTs. That's great. No, I definitely want to spend $1,000 on this shitty Mario John Cena gif. Rey Mysterio and his tall son face off against the Usos. And I kind of use this match as a litmus test. If Rey Mysterio and Son won, then maybe Cena would have a chance. And if the Usos won, Roman Reigns would probably win in the main event. I mean, I'm joking. Roman Reigns, of course, would win. Why wouldn't Roman Reigns win? He said he was going to retire if he lost, and they're not going to retire Roman Reigns. I'm sorry for the spoiler. That's just stupid. Also, these guys have had 16 matches against each other in the last 2 months, including dark matches. So Rey Mysterio and his tall son weren't gonna walk away SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Do you even care about the tag titles? Does anybody care about the tag titles? Does any of this sports entertainment matter? I mean, I guess if you don't watch regular WWE programming, this 10-minute match might have been fun. But if you do, it was probably a match that lasted years. After this match, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental Champion and the King of Whatever, came out with his Guitar Man, and he walked around and then he left. That's sports entertainment. Here we are. One of the main titles of the night, the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bianca Belair has held the SmackDown Women's Championship for 133 days. 133 days of feuds, build-up, and hype. 133 days, all building up to fight her WrestleMania opponent, Sasha Banks, in, from what I can tell, a well-established rematch. Oh, sorry, Sasha Banks can't compete? Oh, hey, guess what? Becky Lynch is back! Woo! I love Becky Lynch! I do! I genuinely love Becky Lynch the wrestler and Becky Lynch the character. What I don't love is Becky Lynch back after being away for 11 months and then just doing 2 moves to your current champion and then pinning her in under 30 seconds. In under 30 seconds, a returning superstar defeats your current superstar champion for a belt because reasons. Could you have at least have given him a match? Real great way to keep your wrestlers, superstars, on top of the sports entertainment world, huh, guys? This is the part of the show where my brain shut off, and I watched the rest of the matches in a near catatonic state, as I could not believe that it was going to get worse after seeing someone half-assedly slap someone else with a haunted doll. Then I think some Olympics guy who won some medals came out or something, and that was neat. Then Drew McIntyre beat up Jinder Mahal for 5 minutes. Cool. Now, it's the next women's title match for the Raw women's title, and it's a 3-way match between Nikki A.S.H., which stands for almost a superhero. Her name was Nikki Ash, but they changed it into superhero because super reasons? I don't know. There's Nikki A.S.H., Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley. Of course, Charlotte walked away with the title, but this feud has been all over the place since Nikki won the title, and I didn't see it going any other way. I don't mind Charlotte winning. I had no horse in this race, and my mind was still broken after seeing WWE let their other champion get their cheeks clapped in under 30 seconds. This superhero gimmick is... this lasted for, what, about 13 minutes? Okay. Now we're going to talk about the only match I really enjoyed during this 4-hour event. Edge versus Seth Rollins, 21 minutes. It felt like a wrestling match instead of a sports entertainment match. I even went back and watched it not fried on White Claw. Edge hits all of his moves, gets out of the way of getting his broken frickin' neck stomped on, and Seth Rollins looks pretty good. Edge looks pretty good. Edge hits an out-of-the-rope spear like back at WrestleMania 22, and it doesn't have the flaming table, but I enjoyed this whole thing. All in all, this match needed a flaming table and it would have been perfect. Now with the actual wrestling out of the way, let's talk about how this is a kids show for children. The Miz has been one of my favorites. He has always done good work. He's always been there. He's a good guy and a good worker, and he always gives 110% to whatever he's given. I also have liked John Morrison with The Miz. He's really good at schmovement, a really good guy when it comes to moving really good and doing cool flippy moves. But their current gimmick is running around with stick water guns, and John Morrison calls himself Johnny Drip Drip, and they say moist a lot. If you don't watch wrestling and you're still watching this video and you're confused, don't worry, I'm right there with you. This is a children's show. For children. That's all I have. This is for children. WWE isn't for adults anymore. They're trying to sell everything to like 7-year-olds. And I mean, why? 7-year-olds don't have money. I guess their parents do, but I'm awestruck that a wrestling company, a sports entertainment company, just has 2 guys going around getting wet saying moist all the time. I'm awestruck. I'm in awe. Xavier Woods comes out and has their cool water gun, which they spend their whole time talking about the fact that they have a strong water gun, and then Xavier Woods hits them with their cool water gun. This is sports entertainment. This is sports entertainment. Can we talk about the main events now? Okay, we're gonna talk about the main events now. Bobby Lashley versus old man who loves his son for the WWE title. Goldberg gets hit in the leg and then realizes he has to sell it, and the match ends in a no contest with Bobby Lashley retaining the title. because the cane that hit Goldberg's leg hurt him because he's an old man, and Goldberg's son comes in and does things to Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley beats up Goldberg and Goldberg's son a bunch, and then he leaves. This was 7 minutes. Okay, I like Bobby Lashley. I like how he looks with the title. I mean, I guess they had to give Goldberg another match. They had to book him like an old man, though? I mean, he is 54, but you had to sell him like he was a 54-year-old? Oh, okay. Let's just talk about the John Cena match. Let's just talk about the John Cena match. Roman Reigns versus John Cena 2, Sports Entertainment Boogaloo. Buy John Cena NFTs. He looks like Mario. John Cena, the 16-time world champion, or, as this match would have you believe, the underdog, John Cena. John Cena, the underdog. Roman Reigns throws around John Cena a bunch. Throws him around like a rag doll, beats him up, and for the first half of this match, plays with him like a toy. John Cena, the underdog. John Cena tries to roll up Roman Reigns like a bag of dough 4 or 5 times, and even hits his finishing move 3 times, once off the top rope, once through a table, and then Roman Reigns punches him twice and does he spear, and it ends the match. All right, I guess. I mean, I didn't know really how this was gonna go, but I guess they're giving Roman Reigns the Brock Lesnar treatment. Oh, there's Brock Lesnar. Homeless Viking Brock Lesnar is here. And now, that's what we have to look forward to. This was 23 minutes of John Cena getting the garbage beaten out of him. I guess the inner child in me likes this. Adult me really didn't want to see 23 minutes of John Cena getting the snot beat out of him. Yay. Closing thoughts. This was an hour and 45 minutes of wrestling in a 4-hour show. I walked away with 4 empty White Claw cans and no desire to watch WWE's weekly shows. Maybe they'll get their shit together by the time the Royal Rumble comes around. I give this pay-per-view a 2.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. There are also things. Do you want to watch more of me talking miserably about wrestling? Sports entertainment? Then, I don't know, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, subscribe and check out my Patreon, or I stream regularly on Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna go. There's probably 1 million people in my comments screaming about how I don't like WWE. I really tried to like this. I did. It hurt my soul.